guys, this is Mr. Mark, and we're going to continue our discussion about why do you have to sit correctly when sitting at a computer. So let's get started. So first, let's look at a few facts about your bones. Your bones always grow from birth to about age 20. When you're a little baby, your bones are small and short, and then as you grow, they'll get longer and longer and longer. Kids' bones bend more. This is why kids don't always break their bones, because when they fall or have an accident, they bend, and that hurts, but they don't exactly break. But if they do break, they heal faster than adult bones. So here are some skeletons. There's a baby skeleton on the far left, and then they get a little bit older. Little brother, big brother, mama, the daddy. Let's look as these skeletons change over time. The bones are soft when they are just a baby, and then they get harder as the baby grows into a boy or a girl, and then they get very hard when somebody becomes an adult, and then they're brittle when somebody is old. Brittle means they break easy. So what happens to your body when you don't sit correctly at a computer? Well, you'll have back pain, neck pain. Poor posture or slouching can lead to tension or pain in your neck or your upper back or your lower back and shoulders. It also causes poor blood flow throughout the body if you sit for hours, especially during this online study time. If it's daily in a chair with poor posture, you're putting yourself at risk for developing poor blood flow problems in the future. Also, your lungs don't work so well, because if you're bending over with poor posture, you're putting pressure on the lungs. And when you inhale in your body, those lungs don't fill up all the way. Your digestion is poor for the same reason. You're bending forward and you're putting pressure on your intestines and your stomach, which kind of forces them to not work correctly. And your nerves also may feel pinched a little, and when they get pinched between your rib cage or your body, that's going to feel painful as well. And your spine might be not straight in the future. And when you're a child and your bones are growing and your spine is not positioned correctly when you're at the computer and you're there for a long time, this can lead to problems later on in life. So let's move forward just a little bit. So looking down to use smartphones, tablets, or laptops for an extended period can pull the back and neck into unnatural positions, resulting in pain. So you should always try to take regular breaks and perhaps maybe raise the computer screen that you're looking at higher so it's more of a direct line of sight. Look at the picture to the right. The one on the top is the correct picture. He's sitting up. There are 90-degree angles in the knees and the hips, and he's not slouched over in the top picture. The bottom picture, you can see that the student is leaning forward, putting pressure on his heart because he's bending forward, and his stomach as well. So that's not good for him. So the heart works harder because it's pressed by the chest, and it can slow the blood flow to the heart. Look how this little girl is sitting in her picture. She's bending over, putting pressure on her chest, and her chest puts pressure on her heart and lungs. Try this. Bend forward right now and take a deep breath. And then sit properly, and then take a deep breath. Which one was easier? I bet it's the one where you were sitting up. Slouching only fills part of the lungs. It makes you tired and increases carbon dioxide. What is carbon dioxide? Well, when you breathe in oxygen. When you breathe out carbon dioxide. So if you can't totally breathe out because you're slouched over, that carbon dioxide stays in your body. And you get dizzy or you get cramps. And it's easier to get sick, and you stay sick a little bit longer. So the bottom line is, sit well, feel well. Say that to yourself. Sit well, feel well. And if you keep reminding yourself to sit well, you're going to feel well during this online training. So keep that in mind. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.